Today I fucked up by consuming 1 gram of pure caffeine. I'm a med student and I'm completely sleep deprived. I had to get up early yesterday and only got 3 hours of sleep. That's when I remembered my caffeine pills. I for some reason thought they were 100 milligrams each and took 5. They were 200 milligrams each. Hour 1. I feel fine, just awake. Hour 2. Slight shaking in my hands. Hour 3. I feel completely sick and I'm pissing every 30 minutes and feel completely dehydrated. Hour 4. I'm sitting at home after deciding I fucked up badly enough to call it a day, just shaking in bed. Hour 5. Cigarettes are all that's preventing me from having heart palpitations. Hour 6. I'm sleeping for a few minutes, jolting awake, and can smell my own stomach acid because of the worst acid reflux of my life. Hour 7. Profuse sweating. I eat a microwave burrito because it's preferable to have a hurt stomach to an empty one. Hour 8. I finally fall asleep and have the worst dreams of my life. Hour 9. I wake up drenched in sweat and have terrible diarrhea. Hour 10. Again shaking in bed with a cigarette, completely miserable. Hour 11. It finally starts to wear off. I'm completely wired and I just want to sleep. Hour 12. I'm finally feeling tired. Hour 13. I fall asleep. Hour 20. Where we are now, I feel completely sick but I'm slowly feeling better. Do not take a gram of pure caffeine. Too long, did not read. Took a gram of pure caffeine. Worst experience ever. Edit. I did not expect this to get so many comments. I'm trying to reply to everyone but I'm foggy as hell and probably gonna sleep soon, so I'm sorry if I inadvertently ignore you. Have a great day, dudes. Second edit. I unfortunately cannot reply to every comment, so I'll address a lot of common questions here. 1. Yes, I am getting fluids. You appreciate the hell out of the concern, y'all are wonderful. 2. I have no idea why the cigs help, they just did, and I am not gonna ask questions about why I am not feeling terrible anymore. Update to this: here's why they helped. Someone else told me and it made a lot of sense. 3. I feel a lot better. 4. No, I don't want to try other speedy boy substances, lol. Final edit. Headache is starting to go away. Looks like I'm not gonna have any real consequences, thank God. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Future medical professional who doesn't read labels or prescribes correct doses. Yeah, sounds about right. In all seriousness, I'm glad you're okay after this and you've given me enough info so that I'll likely never use caffeine tablets. This one time I brewed myself a cup of coffee, and then used that coffee as water to brew a fresh cup. It was an interesting day. Hour 7. Profuse sweating. I eat a microwave burrito because it's preferable to have a hurt stomach to an empty one. Hour 9. I wake up drenched in sweat and have terrible diarrhea. So, I know excessive caffeine, by virtue of being a stimulant, will cause diarrhea. I also know that 2 hours is not enough time for a burrito to pass through your digestive system in normal circumstances. But this sequence of events is just so perfectly timed for gallows humor. You almost ended up in ChubbyMU's video. As a doctor, you're gonna be the one who goes overboard stressing to their patients to always read the label. There are so many more effective stimulants. Why caffeine? 500 mg is stupid dosing to begin with. Why does it seem like the ones working towards being able to help people are harming themselves in the process? Imagine being a med student and having a pack of cigarettes nearby. Today I fucked up telling my son he came from a can. So I have a young son and one of the things I do sometimes is sing along to songs on the radio, except I'll replace one or many of the words with his name. There's a famous song from my childhood, by the Presidents of the United States, I'm sure many of you remember, called Peaches. The song is a natural sing-along, and the chorus goes, "Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man, in a factory downtown." Well, you can see where this is going. One day my wife comes storming into my WFH office midday, obviously angry. You go downstairs right now and tell your son that he doesn't come from a can and he wasn't made in a factory. Apparently she had been trying to correct him of this for quite a long time. But my son insisted she didn't know what she was talking about and, "Daddy said I came from a can, and that was that." Yeah. Little kids will believe stuff sometimes, I guess. I really did have to go there and explain to him, and I got the stink eye for several days from my wife. I don't know if he really understood, but at least he stopped arguing with my wife about it, and so she stopped being mad. This is going to be a great story at his wedding. Too long, did not read. Sang silly song lyrics at small child. He believed they were literally true, wackiness ensured. About a week ago my 4-year-old daughter came in to tell me that vampires live in Transylvania. She is half Romanian and knows where her mother is from. So I asked her if she knew where Transylvania is. In Romania. She thought for a second and then said, "Mommy is a vampire?" I said yes. After thinking a bit more she said, "My teeth are growing longer." Tears of joy. This morning when waking up I heard her telling my wife not to drink blood anymore and asking if she made Daddy a vampire too. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. The correct response to this is, just let Mummy think she knows where you came from. She doesn't like that you came from a can. My youngest son loved to build things when he was little and liked to help me in the shop too. One day we're standing there and asks me, was I hard to make? I glance over at my wife and couldn't resist the high fastball to tell him, yeah, you were really hard to make. In fact, after I was done I went to sleep immediately. Definitely got the wifely evil eye, but he tops it off with, is there video? Which caused me to lose it and barely get out. No, your mom wouldn't let me. Edit. Thank you all. That kid has always been a reliable source of innocent comedy. Another that comes to mind is him describing my original Red Vinyl Chipmunks LP as my big, red disc to one of our friend group moms. I thought she was going to lose a lung laughing. I told her it was all true. I once taught my daughter some bad geography that seemed funny to me at the time. She got the answer wrong on a geography quiz and then argued with the teacher about it. That was 20 years ago. I still hear about it. It's hard being a good dad. Just be happy it was Peaches and not Kitty because you would have been spending the night outside. Edit. Wow, thanks for the silver. You know, Chris Ballew, of Presidents of the United States of America. Does kids music now? Casper Babypants. Good stuff. Kids will definitely believe stuff if their parents tell them. I was convinced my dad used to be a pirate before I was born. He would tell me he used to be a pirate and back it up with his med school graduation ring. A gold ring with a small skull and crossbones on it. And he also had a 3-4 inch scar on his stomach from a surgery he had, which he would tell me was from a sword fight. I believed this until I was at least in middle school, at which point I realized he was just fucking with me. I have a photo of DS2 as a baby, in a kid's toy wheelie bin. I once told him that I found him in it and brought him home with me. At 10 old he still questions whether he's actually mine, or if I did indeed find him in the bin. Today I fucked up by letting my boyfriend sweep my floor. So I just adopted a stray kitten. For some reason he's been peeing in my dustpan that I keep my broom on. I keep it in a faraway closet so I didn't smell it or anything. My boyfriend is, well, really dumb. He made a mess while cooking so I told him he had to sweep. He noticed the broom was soaking wet and still swept my entire kitchen. I came out and saw it all wet and asked if he mopped too and he said no. I was like, huh? Then after it dried I walked on the floor and slipped and fell on my butt and all I could smell was cat piss. I guess cat pee dries very slippery. I sniffed around the whole floor and yep. It smelled like cat pee. The dustpan also had a pool of pee in it. So yeah, now my entire kitchen floor is covered in cat pee. And I have to clean it because I don't trust my boyfriend to do a good job lol. TLDR. Cat peed all over my broom and boyfriend swept the whole kitchen with a soaked-in pee broom anyway. Edit. I didn't know it was peed on when I told him to sweep. Obviously I would not tell him to sweep with a broom that I knew was soaked in piss LMAO. Brewish, I'm sure he smelt it, did he just not care? Also I'm laughing my head off at, I sniffed around the whole floor. Imagining you just trying to smell the floor LMAO. Cat piss never clean. Google how to clean on your floor type. I have hardwood floors and it was a bitch to clean it up right and have it not stain. My man is just fucking up chores on purpose so he doesn't have to do them LMAO. Did your boyfriend ever live with cats? It is possible to become noseblind to cat pee if you live in an environment with a lot of cat pee. In my case, my cat had a bladder issue and would only pee on my bed and I just didn't even smell it after a while. We all thought I just had exceedingly stinky socks, which to be fair I did at that age, and that's why my room smelled funky. We did take him to the vet once we figured it out and he got treated and lived a few more years with us while using the litter box and not my bed. Your boyfriend gotta go girl, sorry to say. So he basically mopped the floor in cat piss and didn't notice? This is a problem. I hope he's rich. Today I fucked up by telling my landlord my bathroom smells like sewage. She literally just left. I am beyond mortified. We had an inspection today. To start off with, our landlord is really nice. She's always there to talk to if we have any problems and she's quite reasonable. We haven't had an IRL inspection for over a year, COVID. so we went all out making sure every inch of the place was sparkling. Recently we noticed that there was a smell coming from the floor drain in the main bathroom. She arrives and we have pleasant small talk about the weather, etc. She asks if there's anything that we'd like to bring to their attention and I said, "There's a weird smell coming from the drain in the bathroom." "Oh okay, I'll go check it out." She goes into the bathroom, and is there for like 5 minutes. I hear, "Oh and then nothing for a solid 60 seconds. I'm sitting on the couch thinking, WTF? Did she hurt herself or something? Then I hear, "Hey, insert my name, can you come and clear out the cupboard underneath the sink so I can see the pipes?" Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh fuck. I walk in and there it is. The 8 inches dildo. There. On the floor with the sex toy cleaner, the anal douche and the lube along with a bunch of other stuff that was under the sink. Time freezes until I realize I'm the only one that can and will do anything to salvage this situation. "Yep, lemme just get this outta your way," I say, trying to keep a straight face while I throw up inside as I take all of it and shove it to the side. It's too late to hide it now. The damage has been done. She had to leave the room. She had to leave the room and inspect the rest of the house before coming back in and checking the pipes. Meanwhile I'm holding my breath and wincing internally every time her head swivels in my direction. I am dead. I'm getting flashbacks to my parents finding that photo of Carmen Electra on my first smartphone when I was like 14. She's done with the inspection and heads to the door. "By the way, I'm so sorry I have to look in people's stuff," she says, trying to ease the horror of what has just happened to us both. No, it's fine. I brought it on myself. Thanks for inspecting the smell," I say, wishing for this moment to be over. "Well, have a good afternoon." "Okay, you too." I shut the door and crawl into a ball before pulling my phone out and typing this. Too long did not read. The landlord found sex stuff on a routine inspection of the house. Edit. The smell was from inside the pipes under the house. Apparently they've moved or something and it's caused the pipes to move as well, trapping old water in them. They're going to change some of the pipes and concrete part of the backyard to fix it. Edit 2. Thanks Dominus_Arenarum for figuring out what might be making the smell. This is what P-traps are for. They hold water and block sewer gases from coming up through the drain. If the pipes under the house moved, trapped water isn't causing the smell. A break in the pipes, often at a joint, would allow gases to escape and cause the smell. Or, your toilet isn't fully sealed to the closet flange anymore. Landlord. I think I smell your lightsaber. Obviously she knows the pipes are clean after seeing that bad boy. Hey Thespianson, how do you expect me to inspect your pipes with a dildo in the way? Gotta get a sex box for your toys and lube so unsuspecting guests don't find them accidentally. Landlord. Hey, this dildo is in the way. I see you went with the 8 inches model. I have a 10 inches version myself, the exact same one. Did we just become dildo buddies? Landlord. Dildo buddies. I'm no plumber, but apparently you can sometimes sort that smell out by pouring a load of water down that drain. Something about the water that blocks the sewage gas evaporating. Mortifying. I guess you'll remember for next time to move the stuff loudly crying. I'm sure she's seen worse. We had to move suddenly when I had a broken leg. I was in a wheelchair and had 2 small kids and the apartment flooded and the landlord said we had to move to a different unit. It was beyond chaotic. I didn't even think about the sex toy collection on the top closet shelf until a while after we moved, since it wasn't accessible with my broken leg. Then I found all the sex toys neatly packaged in a moving box with "main bedroom" written on it in my brother-in-law's handwriting. It was such a discreet and mature thing that he did. And he never brought it up.